Welcome back to Dinosaur Island Revival, and today we'll be following, for this starting section, Stoneback and the Ankylosaur herd. Here we see Stoneback, who thinks he's getting much closer to the sound he heard, to the sound he was familiar with. However, although he is rushing on, his friends are slowly chasing behind him. Stoneback and Buck are running very fast along a huge cliff, and one wrong move will send them tumbling down the cliff. While running, Stoneback loses his footing and falls down the cliff. However, as Buck was running behind him fast, he falls as well. The pair have now fallen off the cliff. Although they have fallen, nothing serious has happened, and they both seem to be in good shape. However, they left something up the cliff. Anne and Bert, not risking to go down the cliff, have decided to part their own ways and meet up with them later down the line. The two have no other option. They must push on. Then suddenly, Stoneback hears the noise again. And he darts off, while Buck follows swiftly behind him. Here we see the Pachycephalosaur pack, Mallet, Scooter and Cinder, enjoying their evening graze. During their evening graze, though, something is going to disturb them. They are being stalked by the recently paired duo, Crash and Christopher, and they are not far away. Crash is waiting for the perfect time to strike, which he has decided is now. Whilst trying to attack Scooter, his father Cinder gets in the way. While Crash is on the ground defenseless, Christopher quickly comes in. Christopher, now defeating Cinder, decides to go for Scooter. Christopher begins to dig into Scooter, but Mallet won't allow it. Cinder gets up and tells his family to leave. He's gonna stay behind and keep Crash and Christopher busy. The pair run off and leave Cinder behind to defend the family's home. Cinder will now face a fight against two adult carnivores. While Cinder is watching Crash, Christopher comes in. Cinder has been knocked down, and Christopher gets up and lunges towards him. He seems helpless against these two carnivores. It was a foolish idea to stay behind, but he's just playing weak. He runs off, and the carnivores swiftly follow. Cinder has now made it to the rainforest with the rest of his family. They will wait here until the carnivores have gone, which they believe will be soon. However, all is not over yet, as the carnivores, Christopher and Crash, still lurk behind. Nearby in the northern rainforest, a chase is already at hand. Here we see the northern ceratopsian herd are being chased by Leo and Smokey. Smokey has grabbed Mercury to the ground. However, the rest of him and half of the herd have gone one way and are being chased by Smokey, who's hot on their tails. Leaving Mercury and Hercules to Leo. Although the other half of the herd is being chased by Smokey, an hour later, it would seem that Hercules and Mercury have escaped Leo, leaving Leo lost in the jungle. And here he is, Leo, lost, alone. No idea where he's going, but he has a feeling that something bad is about to happen. Here we see the sauropod herd grazing at a nearby forest, unaware of what is about to happen to them. Rocket hears something and turns around to see something amazing. Rocket looks up to see a very familiar face that he's delighted to see. Behemoth. Halfway through eating his lunch, he turns around to see the leader of the sauropod herd. Drax willingly steps down from his role to give it to his old friend. Even Jaeger is delighted to see him, who hasn't really had much of a connection with Behemoth yet. However, he's happy he's home. Behemoth is back in his place, back in his rightful place, as the king of this island. Rocket quickly runs up to hug Behemoth. He sees him as the father he's never had, and treats him like his mentor. And he's happy that he's home. Although most of the sauropod herd is fine, there is one that is not. Gollum, who is still lost in the rainforest. And he hears trouble coming his way. Carnivores. He must move quickly. However, carnivores are the least of his worries.